to deal with all the greatness?
Lauren, I'm excited about this. And I'll say this now, in the interest of transparency, because we always have very honest conversations here on the show, I am an American League MVP voter this year.
Okay.
I am. So I'm going to have to keep my comments about who's ahead and who's behind in the race somewhat generic, because I don't want to get in trouble with the BBWA. I have to respect the process that we've got, other than to say this is one of the coolest and most challenging votes that I've ever had, because you're comparing someone who is on a historic home run pace and might well end the year as the Yankees' all-time single-season home run leader with someone who obviously is the reigning MVP and does things that we have never seen happen before in the history of the game. There are, in my view, I want to make this clear, and I really hope that we frame this debate this way on the network and everywhere else. There are no wrong answers here. And if you say that Judge is your pick, in no way are you taking anything away from Ohtani or vice versa. I would be, at the end of the day, if in November either one of them wins, I will stand up and clap and say that was one of the best seasons we've ever seen in all our years covering baseball. Just so happened that they happened in the same league in the same year. So that's how I feel about it. But it's been a lot of fun. I traditionally have been somebody that looks at the context of a divisional race and team success. But then again, there's only one Ohtani. So I'll be honest, Lauren, I don't know. I'm not supposed to know yet. And I really don't know what I'm going to do with my vote.
Derosa's watching you answer my question with judgy eyes.
Blink with your right eye if it's Judge, or left if it's Ohtani.
I'm just going to.
He says he doesn't know.
I'm just going to stare into the camera on my computer.
I'm going to tell you where
here.
I'm at.
I know where you're at. You're a judge.
No, please tell me, Dero. I would love your advice.
I think it's Judge for me. I think. Okay. Listen, Ohtani is an absolute unicorn, and I completely get it. But if he's going to win it every year, I mean, what are we doing? I just think Judge has put the Yankees on his back from day one until now.
All right. Well, that's coming from our national team manager. So I'm going to keep that into consideration, Dero.
That's what he says. That's what he takes into context a lot. There's plenty of talent on that field. JP, there's also plenty of injuries. Give me the state of the bullpen. I'm losing track.
Goodness. So Chapman obviously is out due to the infection he had after getting a tattoo. And so the Yankees bullpen is now in a really tough spot, to be honest with you. They lost a late game on Saturday. Trevino was on the mound for that. They've had to really go to Marinaccio, who you've seen there. I think Marinaccio has been one of the shining stars of the bullpen this season, coming in as a young reliever and taking on a very elevated role. They need Loaizaga. I think that probably is the name that I'll go with right now. If Loaizaga becomes the Loaizaga of last year and settles more into that role, then I think they've got a chance to cover things for a while. And by the way, they're going to get Zach Britton back at some point, they hope. So that would be, what a blessing that would be if Britton comes back. So I think for me, those are some names to watch, but there's no question that the Chapman absence is about the worst possible timing for this. And this is on top of Efros being out for a while. They hope to get Efros, who of course they had acquired from the Cubs. They hope he's back sometime in September, but this is not a very comfortable time in the late innings for the best team in the American League.
They need Loaizaga to be great. JP Morosi on the call with Verducci and Vasgersian on our showcase game tonight. Have a nice call. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Lauren. Thanks, Dero.
Let's turn on Ballpark Cam out west in Anaheim. Angel Stadium. It's a 10-game trip for New York. They split a 4-game set with the A's. Angels on tap next, and then they visit the Rays at 9:30 Eastern Time. Your MLB Network showcase game. Frankie Montas, his 5th start in a Yankees uniform. You're going to see it out west tonight on the network. More Central Jukebox Jams. Let's go. It's next. Don't turn the channel.
MLB set.
Let's give you some more highlights. Let's go to Philadelphia for the Pirates and the Phillies. Noah Syndergaard. Phillies 4-0 since acquiring him prior to yesterday. First inning, Ke'Bryan Hayes. His dad Charlie threw out the first pitch yesterday to Ke'Bryan, and then in the first inning, RBI knock. 1-0 Pittsburgh. 4th inning now, same score. That awkward pause brought to you by highlights cut a little loose. You know what I mean?
I hate that.
Yeah. Greg Allen, sack bunt.
I have nothing else to say.
Tucupita Marcano will score. Tucupita, by the way, is from Tucupita, Venezuela. 6th inning, Michael Chavis off Syndergaard. That will fall in for a hit. Run will score. 1-0 Pittsburgh. Later in the inning, Bly Madris. That's extra bases off the wall. Pirates go on to win 5-0. All 5 runs charged to Noah Syndergaard, who went 5 2/3 innings. 5-0 Pittsburgh on the road.
Story was Contreras. How do you say his first name?
Yonzi Contreras.
JP Morosi pressing issues on the Monday Inside Corner, JP, and it is about JV. Good morning. Justin Verlander leaving his start early. Dusty said it's a calf. Best case. We're glad it's not the elbow or the arm, right? But still, he's going to be out a little bit of time. What do you know?
Lauren, good morning. The Astros right now is saying that they're not entirely sure yet just how long Verlander is going to be out. He's going to have some imaging today. I just checked with an Astros source in the last 15 minutes, and that was what I was told. They don't know yet, still at this hour, how long Verlander is going to be out. They have to wait for the results there. Certainly, Lauren, it's possible that he could miss some time. We now just have to see what impact it makes on the Astros in the regular season, and also potentially the Cy Young Award race. You see where it is right there in terms of where his rankings are among AL pitchers. He is about as obvious as a Cy Young winner at this stage of a season that I can recall in all my years covering baseball. The question now is, if he is out for a period of time, does that change the calculus a little bit and invite anybody else into that competition? So for now, he's still the front runner in the AL Cy Young race. He could probably miss even 2 or 3 starts, and that would still be the case, Lauren, but I think we have to wait to see. Later on today, I would expect we'll get more information from the Astros about exactly when Verlander is going to be back on the mound.
We were wishing him health. The best of bad news, his manager called it. Diamondbacks had a nice little weekend over the White Sox. More help on the way. Corbin Carroll, their guy, I Googled him, and it's just article after article. 463-foot blast, reached base 6 times. I mean, holy heck, is he ready or what?
Lauren, he really is someone that I look at as being one of the best prospects we have seen arrive to the major leagues in a very, very long time. Number 3, according to MLBpipeline.com, in terms of their overall prospect rankings. And he is we've heard this saying before, but here it's true, a legitimate 5-tool player. His run tool might be his best overall when you look at his scouting grades at MLBpipeline.com. Just an extraordinary athlete all the way around, controls the strike zone very, very well, hits for power. You see it there. Seattle, Washington, very much in the news these days with how well the Mariners are playing, and that is where he grew up. He grew up in the city of Seattle, Lakeside High School. He was a high school draft pick by the Diamondbacks, so you've got to credit their scouting department for bringing in someone of his caliber, and then now their development group for bringing him along, because I'm always reluctant to go and compare him to anybody else in the major leagues, other than to say he is supposed to be an all-star in the major leagues, and I expect he will in the years to come.
Judging by that scouting report, improved power plus speed. Love all of it, JP. You are in Anaheim. Our showcase game tonight is Yankees and Angels. Go! You know it's Monday when it's Jukebox Shams time. Robert back in the win column. Derosa had a dry spell. I mean, that's an understatement. Are we going to get going?
I don't know.
Yes or no?
I don't think this is a winner either.
Oh, my gosh. Really?
Maybe.
You have a good song today. You have a good song today.
I think I have a better one. I'm taking you to AA for the catch of all catches. This was half basket, half minds playing tricks on me. Are you watching this? Brett Auerbach. Do we have the video?
Yeah, right here.
Got it.
Were they covered?
Diamond got ugly for a second.
Okay, back in the day, the Monday Night Wars, you had WWE, WCW, and the best wrestling faction in the world was the NWO, the New World Order, and it makes me think of what the Los Angeles Dodgers are right now. They've got 3 superstars and then a bunch of other really good guys, and they beat the hell out of everyone. They've got a plus run differential of 285. They're led by Turner, Betts, and Freeman, just like the NWO is led by Hall, Nash, and Hogan. So, yeah, these guys are the New World Order.
How cool it was that they didn't forget about us, that we have our moment.
No, I thought it was awesome.
And they also retired Willie Mays' number. Yeah. So that was nice.
You know
nice
Tom
touch.
Cruise?
No.
No, I mean, me neither. You know, he's got the teeth, his middle teeth, his middle tooth lines up perfectly with the middle of his, yeah, take a look at it.
What?
No, now you got to tell us.
Is that like a conspiracy theory?
No, that's it's just a weird thing. All right, here are the picks.
Well, what is it?
Lauren went with Green Day. I went with the New World Order. And then D-Rose going with Bob Seger. Be sure to vote on the MLB Network Twitter page Right now, the polls are open. Yep, I've got 8 wins. Boy, that is, you know,
It's sheepdog.
if he trimmed the eyebrows a little bit, it would definitely. I mean, it's close.
I hate that hat on you.
It's close. It's close.
Yeah.